about the pace?
Oh, the number of times I thought I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to let them go ahead because this sucks. I hate this. I want to kill myself.
I never thought about
but I always came back to them. They would like lose me a bit on the uphill and then I'd get back to them on the downhill. At one point I was ahead of them and I was like, ooh, breezed the finish. Between like 22 and 23, I was like, I got this. And then I hit 23 and was like, I hate this. It was the most up and down race ever.
There are hills, a lot of hills.
Yeah, way more than I thought.
What was the most difficult spot of the whole race?
The whole park was pretty horrid, I have to say. It was like rolling, like steady, like long, steady uphills. Really sucked. And there was a big uphill after the bridge, after the Golden Gate Bridge, which was pretty harsh. It was a lot nicer later on when it thinned out a bit because it was just so packed at the beginning. Like shoving past people on the bridge. It sucks. But it was cool too.
That they had when they were telling people to go up, so many people ran up to it and they were like, oh God.
We were thinking it must be the most scenic marathon in the world to have the Golden Gate Bridge, the park, the bay.
It was amazing, and it was perfect weather for it. The fog felt so good. Running across the bridge, it was like, please stay like this. Yeah, I can't believe I finished under. I felt terrible for a lot of that.
I know, well I thought at one point, oh, he's not going to do it, you know?
Really? Or judging by my splits? Well, in the park we were always kind of ahead.
Right.
Because the pacers were so good. They used the downhills and said, okay, we've got like a 2-minute cushion, but we're gonna need it because we got some hills coming. Between 15 and 17 miles. That was the absolute worst. That was just horrible. And the nicest part for me was right after you got out of the park. It was like a long, straight view. You could see the Bay Bridge. So you're like, oh, we're almost there. Maybe we weren't at all.
When I woke up, I checked the app and you'd already done like 8 miles. Keep going.
Were we there before?
Yeah, it was pitch dark when we started.
So did you think you were not going to make your personal best?
I really spent a lot of that race thinking I'm not going to do this. And every now and then I went, here's one of my pace guys right there. I was behind him like the whole time.
Yeah, because we saw one that went by with a sign before you had gotten.
He was good because he was like about 2-3 miles from the end. About 3-4 miles from the end. He was like, we've got a cushion of like a minute. We got this. We're gonna do it.
Nice.
I was like, I want to kill you. And your whole family.